Take Highway 12 to Plymouth Road.
There are some more negative forces and factors facing kids nowadays than there were even when I was growing up. The most pervasive is drug use because they didn't have a lot of drugs on the market. It wasn't the thing to do. It wasn't chic. It wasn't cool. It wasn't a rite of passage, and all your friends didn't do it. So you didn't gear yourself towards that. You didn't want to experiment. You didn't want to try. But now we see that just even experimentation, it's going to hurt you. No matter what you gain in the short term, you're going to lose in the long term.
The worst is over as the storm moves east. Details after hockey.
Because of the following special coverage of the 1989 State High School Hockey Championship game, Dolphin Cove will not be seen tonight. TV 101 will air Monday night at 10:35.
I play the game before it's been played, and that's a real advantage because, I just kind of go out there, and when I'm out there making the saves and playing, it's just like I've been there before.
I feel nervous. I'm sure the rest of the team feels nervous. Even though I've been here 3 times, and some of the other guys have been here, it's their 2nd time. Still nervous.
Oh, usually right before I go out, I feel like throwing up.
Just an odd, just when you're skating out there, all the lights, all the fans, just amazing.
Oh, the adrenaline's flowing, and you just got directed towards the other team and go out there and play your hardest.
It's a dream for everybody, and it's really intense.
I thought I was going to explode when I finally got out there. It's just like, yeah, this is what I've been waiting for for 13 years. I've been playing hockey waiting for this.
Live from the St. Paul Civic Center, WCCO Television Sports presents Hockey 89, the Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament. Brought to you by Coca-Cola. The only thing better on ice than the Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament is Coca-Cola Classic. TCM, where Minnesota banks. The bank that offers you totally free checking that really is free. Chevrolet, the heartbeat of America. Today's Chevrolet. Menards, Minnesota's do-it-yourself discount home centers.
The snow is clearing and the show will go on. As the fans file into the St. Paul Civic Center, the players sit in their locker room waiting for their biggest game of the year.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Countdown to Championship. A couple of teams here are trying to win their 2nd state championships. Rochester John Marshall, of course, won the title back in 1977 with Paul Butters in goal in that tournament. Jefferson won it in 1981. Steve Bianchi was the leader of that team for Jefferson. This year, Tony Bianchi, of course, the big name for the Jaguars, along with Chris Tucker and Sean Rice a little bit later.
But another key to Jefferson's success, like most teams over the years in the tournament, has been great goaltending. Last night, Derek Anderson was at center stage between the pipes for the Jaguars. Tonight, Derek Anderson will get the call again. His mission to stop the Rockets' high-powered offense. Assistant coach John Bianchi, who's been making the decision on goaltending for the last 10, 12 years, did it again, making that decision over Corey Zarowski. So Anderson will get the call in the net.
He said it's a very tough decision for any coach to have to make. Well, the John Marshall season can be characterized by a streak and a song. John Marshall winning their 21st in a row yesterday. That's 21 in a row. They continue to find motivation in their theme song, Wild Thing.
We heard it on the radio coming home from somewhere, and we just all started singing it. So we kind of stuck with us the whole year.
Let's do it. Wow, bang. Wow, bang. Wow, bang. Wow.
The Rockets are wild off the ice as well as on it. We followed the team last night and gave them a handheld camera to use as well. We found out that Rochester's team is loose indeed.
Sammy, brother Sammy.
Hello, how are you doing? We got the shower, the can, and the sink, and that's all us Rockets need to keep us clean. And now we're gonna take it down to Willie.
Thanks, brother.
Hey, back up.
We also followed Jefferson back to the hotel. More of their behind-the-scenes video is coming up later in the show.
Boston's Old North Church, that signaled Paul Revere's ride. The beauty of this great American interior has been maintained for over 14 years with Sears Easy Living paint. Today, repainting has created a small dilemma, choosing from 900 of the best covering decorator colors it's ever come in. Sears Easy Living paint, preferred by more homeowners for great American homes like yours.
At UPS, we're changing the look of the international delivery business. Because now, UPS delivers to every country in Western Europe, the Pacific Rim, Down Under, and Canada. And because we're so efficient, we can deliver your international parcels and documents for fewer francs, yen, or drachmas than other companies charge. An accomplishment we feel deserves a little flag waving. UPS, we run the tightest ship in the shipping business.
Hey, Twins fans, don't despair. Even if you can't get down to Florida this year, you can watch us in spring training on Midwest Sports Channel, cable TV, home of the Minnesota Twins.
Join MSC on Sunday, March 5th when the Twins meet the Houston Astros at Tinker Field in Orlando. Jim Cott and Ted Robinson bring you all the action, starting with the pregame show at 12 noon. Minnesota Twins preseason baseball, only on MSC.
Take time to share and participate in Minnesota Food Share Month. I'm Cindy Hilcher.
And I'm Don Shelby. Each year, families in more than 80,000 Minnesota homes use the food shelves.
You can make a difference by donating your non-perishable goods or sending your cash contribution to 122 West Franklin, Minneapolis.
Or you can donate at your local place of worship. Join Channel 4 and the Minnesota Food Share by helping us reach our goal by collecting 3 million pounds of food.
For more information, call 870-0232.
Well, as you've heard throughout the tournament, hockey is certainly a family affair at Bloomington Jefferson. Tony Bianchi is the Jaguars' leading scorer. His dad, John, is the team's assistant coach. And before the tournament started, we got an informal tour of the Bianchi hockey crazy household.
Hi, good morning, come on in. Things are a little hectic around here today. Saturday morning and day of the game, and I suppose we've got about 6 games today, huh, Jen?
Well, can we discuss this?
Well, okay. All I got to say is I get out of the driving trips today. What is
Generally speaking, you know, it's get up about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning and kind of get busy, set the schedule for the day. Jen, being a great wife, makes it work. I mean, you've got to have a lot of patience and you have to be pretty flexible and awfully caring and understanding. You really do.
Great, sir, come on over.
All right, this is where a lot of the action takes place. Sean and Kelly are watching one of Joey's tapes from the state Pee Wee Championship game last year. And these are record books or yearbooks that that the kids get each year from the parents, the Booster Club. They're kind of nice. It's a nice memento. We don't save a lot of things. We don't have scrapbooks or anything like that, but we do have 5 pictures that are probably the favorite. One year, everybody in the family was involved in some part of our hockey program. Joey was 6 or 7 playing mites, and Tony was playing Pee Wee A's with Jeff Satterdahl and Tommy Peterson, and Steve is a senior in high school, Shelley is a sophomore in high school, cheerleading, and so, you know, here's a kind of a group portrait. Now this is Tony's room, and believe it or not, his bed's usually made. He's pretty good about keeping his room together. You'll see a lot of things in this room, again, that relate to hockey. I mean, these are his things. He, for whatever reason, you know, is kind of fond of these hockey posters and things like that. So, you know, most of our house seems to be one way or another associated with hockey. I think everybody's got a junk room. Even our junk room is related to hockey. They like to putz around in here. They do a lot of activities. They lift some weights lightly. Mike is on the Hayden board right there. You remember Eric Hayden from the Olympics, the Olympic speed skating champion. And it works with the kids' skating stride. It makes their legs stronger and makes their recovery quicker, and so improves their skating. Well, I've got a couple of pair of skates I've got to do. I usually have 4 or 5 skates, 4 or 5 pair of skates a day of a game, and I enjoy doing it. It kind of, I get my mind off a few of the things that, you know, you tend to think about the day of a game. I do, of course, Tony and Joey skates, and there's several team members that like me to do their skates too. Like I say, if confidence is very important in an athlete succeeding, knowing that their skates are done well is very, very important.
John, we have to get going.
There you go, Racer.
I'm the kind of person that will find a hockey game somewhere. Sometimes I just go down to the rink and watch a Bantam game or a midget game or a squirt game, just because I enjoy being around the hockey scene.
Joey, good luck.
We've established a lot of good friendships and good relationships over the years with hockey people.
Bye.
See you later.
John Bianchi, he's quite a guy, isn't he? I like him to Dan DeVito and Mickey Rooney. He's a combination of both. This is actually, here's another thing. This is the 6th time in the last 8 years that John Bianchi has coached a son here in the state tournament. That's quite a feat in itself.
Not only a great coach, but a great narrator as well. Our next story is also about a coach and his family. A coach, Bill Vukanich of Duluth-Denfeld, who has decided to leave the game to spend more time with his family. We got very close to the action yesterday when Denfeld played Rochester John Marshall.
Come on now, let's go, guys. Have a good one, eh? Work hard, work hard. Play every shift like it was your last.
When you play hockey in Minnesota,
think about it. What is it worth to you guys? What is it worth?
When you coach in Minnesota, this moment grabs your every emotion.
When you've worked too hard all year, you've won the games you had to win. Let's win one more.
Duluth-Denfeld coach Bill Vukanich hopes this game will send his team into the state finals. It's a chance he's had before, but won't have again. This is his last season, last tournament, the last.
Let's go, guys, let's go! Let's one! Yeah! One! Yeah! One! Yeah! 1, 2, 3, let's go! Come on now, guys, come on, let's go, work hard. Nobody said it was going to be easy again, guys. They're going to make you work for it. They're going to make you work for it.
This moment, a semifinal game, will have its pressures. The coach wants the best from himself and his players.
Come on, Nelson, start skating!
Pushing, pressing, but patient.
Don't worry, don't worry.
But things are tight. The score stands 1-1. Now 2-1.
We'll get it back, we'll get it back.
The team, the coach, fight to survive. But the clock. These are the faces of defeat, at least on this night.
Be proud of yourself. Remember, you're still a chance of Section 2. They can't take that away from you.
But Bill Vukanich, who taught his players to win, wants to leave them with the thought that trying matters too.
You worked hard, Corey. What do you think on that, Eric? Brian? Brett, way to go. Greg, worked hard. Sorry.
Despite losing to JM yesterday, Vukanic goes out in style. He received the State Coach of the Year award this morning, and Denfeld won the third-place game this afternoon.
I'm going home to Jenny-O. I'm going home to Jenny-O.
Every day, all over America, people are coming home to Jenny-O.
Jenny-O.
Because only Jenny-O knows the secrets to great tasting turkey.
I'm going home to Jenny-O.
Jenny-O knows.
At Hardee's, we don't use just any old fish for our fish sandwich. No, 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 no. To win you over, we go to the icy depths of the North Atlantic for whole fillets of moist, flaky fish on a multi-grain bun. All because we never forget you can always go someplace else. Next time you're in the neighborhood, why not drop in? Now get a fisherman's fillet sandwich and large fries for only $1.99 at Hardee's.
You know, a lot of men out there wouldn't be caught dead in less than a $400 suit. At Kuppenheimer, we admire their taste. And there are some men out there who know where to get a suit like that for just $225. At Kuppenheimer, we admire their taste. And their brains.
The Premier Edition suit, only at Kuppenheimer, America's #1 value clothier for men.
What would the tournament be like without cheerleaders? Well, we'd rather not find out.
Well, those girls have been doing double duty this week. They've been cheering for their favorite teams as well as competing against each other. And Tom Hanneman now has that report.
Watching cheerleaders at this tournament can be as exciting as catching the action on the ice. Every year there are trends. And of course, the more traditional cheers.
Rocket fans in the stands, if you're with us, clap your hands.
But all have the same purpose.
We're behind the team 100%.
We'll always be there, no matter up or down, we're always there.
At the big game fans, we're the fans 100% of the time. We're going to be there for
all the
always.
time.
For the fourth year, WCCO is sponsoring the hockey cheerleading competition. Squads from each school were judged throughout the first day of the tournament on their cheerleading skills, ice performance, and crowd control. Our three judges, Wayzata High School hockey cheerleading coach Corey Eichelberger, University of Minnesota hockey cheerleading coach Sue Groutman, and professional cheerleading instructor Kelly Cassidy Johnson, applied their collective experience to the difficult task of choosing a winner.
Everyone was supporting their teams to the best of their ability. They were all enthusiastic. They were all fun to watch. And I guess even though we had to pick a winner, that was the most important part, that they were having a good time while supporting their athletic teams.
I think there were a lot of schools that kept their energy level up, but everyone had their strong factors that gave their squad a few more points in one area, but everyone had different strengths and everyone had different weaknesses.
Well, we've tallied all the scores, and the winner is Rochester John Marshall with a total of 209 points. And I felt that they were excellent in taking total crowd control. They used precise, sharp movements, and they had a lot of energy, and they were very strong as a group.
Once again, Rochester John Marshall takes the trophy.
Well, Rochester John Marshall has at least its first win of the night, so let's go down to the ice and visit with Tony Parker. You have the winners with us, Tony?
Yes, gentlemen, and for the first time since we've been awarding the WCCO TV trophy for the best cheerleaders in the hockey tournament, we have a repeat champion. This is the second consecutive year for John Marshall, and incidentally, these 5 members of this year's team, I take it back 6, were not on last year's team, so we have a completely new crew. This is co-captain.
Jenny Arps.
Co-captain.
Shauna Klosterman. Stacey Robalato. Stephanie McClay. Ann Lewison. Robin Schulman.
Okay, and now a live on-set sample of the kind of work you guys do. Go.
All right, congratulations to Rochester John Marshall's cheerleading squad, #1 again. Well, up next, the behind-the-scenes look at how the Rockets and Jaguars spent their nights as we continue to count down to championship.
You need a good hot meal.
Don't forget your vegetables. Cut your meat before you eat.
A complete meal is very important. Now, how about some pie?
Baker's Square presents 3 stir-fry main meals even a mother could love, topped off by the pie everyone loves. Baker's Square stir-fry main meals for lunch or dinner. Come try one, or we'll tell your mom.
No dinner, no pie.
No way.
No Pringle.
Got the fever, got the fever.
No Pringle.
Got the fever, got the fever. Got the fever, got the fever. We've got the fever for the flavor of a Pringles.
Compared to the noise of a gas outboard, any electric fishing motor seems quiet. But some electrics still frighten fish, while Minn Kota doesn't. No wonder 3 out of 4 fishermen choose Minn Kota. For the quiet power that catches fish.
Well, the Civic Center is now filling, and the tension is building for the players in both squads, Jefferson as well as Rochester John Marshall.
Yeah, and you can bet the game faces are on right now, but that wasn't necessarily the case last night when we spent some time behind the scenes with the Jaguars and the Rockets as they celebrated their semifinal victory.
3 seconds left, centered, and it just was deflected wide. It's over. It's over.
At the beginning of the season, many people were non-believers, but this spunky Rochester John Marshall team never lost faith.
We knew we were going to do it. We had the determination, we had the skill, and everybody just came together as a team. We did it all.
I thought we would win. We were all confident that we could win, and just glad that we did.
Once out of their uniforms and away from the frenzy, this team showed us that the hockey arena isn't the only place where they can perform.
Friends, I sense a lot of love in this room. Won't you come in and join me, brothers the Molick?
Here we got the main entertainment center right here, baby. It's all paid for.
After a quick room tour and a rousing game of basketball, the team used their wrestling skills to psych up for tonight's game.
This is me, the man behind the scenes.
The event became so intense that we asked team manager Chris Brunholtz to help cover the action.
I tell you, I know. Whether it would be JM on the ice with Jefferson or International Falls, yeah, who the #1 team is, yeah, tell them, Holt.
It's like when 2 worlds collide, man, one's gotta fall. And when they enter that rink, they're in our jungle, man. And you better bring your own casket, because no one leaves alive.
Oh, feel it. Oh, put her there. Oh, yeah!
Welcome to the lifestyles of the poor and hopeless. I'm Bruno Hakalugi. Thank you. We're here at the ground round. Sir, may I have your
At dinner,
name?
the team's thoughts were on their semifinal victory.
We made it to the championship game. What are you going to do now?
I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Willie.
For senior defenseman Steve Williams, Willie, the date of the semifinal win was extra special.
This is the best person could ever wish for, a trip to the finals tomorrow. I've been dreaming about this since about age 3. It's just a dream come true. I can't wait for tomorrow.
Later, back at the hotel, Coach Furker reminds the team to relax and be themselves.
Okay, guys.
He believes that part of this team's success comes from their diverse personalities.
Well, they might be goofy, but you know, that's what I mean. We have a good mixture of guys here, and I let them sort of do their own thing, and one guy will laugh about something that nobody else will, and I think it's the chemistry, you know, the whole club, and it's unique. It really is, and that's what makes the world go round.
Hey, boys, enjoy the breakfast. It's on the league.
At breakfast, we find the team well rested and relaxed. The Rockets are ready to meet the Jaguars.
The prediction for tonight is a lot of pain. To you, Jefferson. Bring it on.
One year ago, this is where the Jaguars fell. It's taken a year of work to get back, a year of effort in one game that will now take them to the championship.
Right from their victory over the Bulls, it is still too early for the Jaguars to start considering what will happen in just a few hours. Something that legends are made of, something that they will tell their children and grandchildren for years to come. One of the greatest moments of their lives, and that is about 19 hours away.
The price of victory will be paid by other hotel guests eager to partake of the impromptu ceremony. And with their own camera, they help capture the moment.
Mr. Security Guard.
My face, all right? Just get the camera out of it.
Already a late night, it will be a quick turnaround for the biggest game of the season. The diet of adrenaline isn't enough. The call goes up for pizza. They enter their rooms with confidence, but inside they are humbled by the anticipation for the biggest game of their lives.
I mean, it really doesn't seem like we're playing for the state championship. It just doesn't seem like it's like, God, you know, this can't be true.
The seniors are torn by wanting to play and wanting time to stop, knowing that their biggest game may also be their last.
All I can think about is, you know, it's gonna be my last game for Jefferson ever. You know, I've played with him since I was, you know, since I could walk, and that's where my heart is.
Somebody give me a break now.
Plates of French toast, eggs and bacon, plates of pasta, pizza, and Gatorade. Power food, easy to digest. What is not so easy to digest is the thought that tonight may be the biggest night of their lives.
There could be nothing greater in my life than winning a state championship.
A sharper skate, a faster edge, and a little rest. A practice game. Jefferson wins.
I just think it's inside the kids. I mean, if they're on a mission, you know, they can play at 3 in the morning, and I would say right now the adrenaline just kind of takes over.
45 minutes of hockey ahead. A lifetime of practice, coaching, and 1,000 trips to the ice with mom and dad, culminating in one night. And they know, no matter what, it is the game of their lifetime.
Isn't it great to be young, talented, sitting on top of the world, waiting for the state high school championship
Well,
game?
after watching that, you have to look at Rochester John Marshall as the villain here, right?
Gene Okerlund, you'd be proud.
Bloomington Jefferson, the good guy.
They needed no prompting either. Producer Jane Ubel was over there. She said, just turn the camera on, and off they went. What a performance.
And also at Rochester John Marshall, they have a slogan, don't worry, play hockey. And that's about what we're ready to do.
Stay tuned. Bloomington Jefferson coming up next for the state title against John Marshall.
Hockey 89. The Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament has been brought to you by Best Buy Superstores. For low prices, great selection, and service, shop Best Buy. Baker Square, now featuring stir-fry and pie specials. Baker Square, come for the food, stay for the pie. Red Baron Frozen Pizza, an unexpected pleasure. Rollerblade, rollerblade, get in line. The Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament is an exclusive presentation of WCCO Sports.
Hi, Dad. Jane.
Hey, Jim.
Cool.
I think we're a success.
Where'd you learn to use all this stuff?
Training at the Technical Institute, Jim. That's how I got my job here.
I still don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Jim, whatever career you decide on, just make sure that the school that you choose puts you to work when you finish.
Feel good about yourself and feel great about your future.
Behind the card, you'll find a special kind of care.
At Blue Cross Blue Shield, caring keeps us a step ahead of a changing world.
This plan has the flexibility people want.
We're researching this area's high incidence of heart-related disorders. See the trend toward shorter hospital stays.
Makes outpatient benefits even more important.
You may not always see the care behind the card, but you can't miss the feeling it brings.
Care behind the card.
Lily Tomlin opens in the Twin Cities tonight. We'll have a profile after hockey.
Live from the St. Paul Civic Center, WCCO Television Sports presents Hockey 89, the Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament. Brought to you by TCF, where Minnesota banks. The bank that offers you totally free checking that really is free. Chevrolet, the heartbeat of America. Today's Chevrolet. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Minnesota, providing more than 1 million Minnesotans with care behind the card. The Minnesota Dairy Promotion Council, American Dairy Association.
The pregame excitement is about to come to a close, and the battle begins. It's the Rochester John Marshall Rockets versus the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars for the 1989 State Hockey Championships.